beating normal SM64 players in terms of movement. Yeah, because they have so many. Oh, the race started already, I guess.
Yeah, I'm in the channel.
Okay, good luck to both runners. I'm hoping for a close race, and let's just see what this has to offer, shall we?
Apparently, Hyacinth's racing him too.
Hyacinth joined.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Race channel.
Hyacinth, for people who don't know, he is an old legend who used to have, right? He used to have the VC world record for 120 star. Canadian old boy.
Fastest overall time at the time.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, so we have a little bit of a version difference going on here. As we pointed out, FasterSuperSonic on emulator, and thus using the American ROM. Oh, and Supersonic actually missing Skippy. That loses about 7 to 8 seconds. Haven't seen that in any of the races that I've commentated. But anyways, as I was saying, he's using the US version because that apparently runs better on emulator. And
that's just like a superstition that got passed around.
Superstition, really?
Yeah, the Japanese ROM's fine, but I mean English is technically faster for this.
Yeah, for 70 star.
Common knowledge.
Alko though on N64 using the Japanese cartridge. Both players got clippy though. We were kind of worried about Alko missing bomb clip, because we can't say that it hasn't happened before. But no worries so far. Both doing Womps 9. That is about a second faster than doing both slide stars after Womps Fortress. This is also Laris's route of choice.
Yeah, if it's in a race especially, like if you know the movement to the slide, you might as well get that free second, because you're not resetting anyways.
Yeah, free second is a free second. I agree actually to that. 12-5. Damn, Narky's been practicing. And a 13-0.
One of the best kept secrets of the Mario community. People don't know about him.
Yeah, people really like sleep on Alko. The general Mario crowd, they sleep on Alko. He's not really that big of a streamer or anything, but he plays a lot, he practices a lot, and he has huge potential. Oh, yeah, that's a classic Alko right there. Alkoing, getting pretty much the fence clip, but then falling off the left side at the last second.
He heard us pumping his tires and got nervous.
Yeah, we shouldn't be hyping him up too much, because then stuff like that will happen. Sonic having a little bit of trouble getting to the ledge, but he's made it now. Let's see. Canola's first try. So Alko is kind of known for his, let's say, funky mistakes. Kind of holds him back. He's really good. He has really good movement. He gets close to the single star world record and a lot of stars. The thing with Alko is he's somewhat, I would say, inconsistent. Like there. Alko getting a little caught up there. So what he was supposed to do was a jump kick, and he dove on accident, and well, had a little bit of trouble trying to recover.
He backed up fine. He just missed a single cycle. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it isn't. But I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about as he was doing that. That's the sort of thing you wouldn't expect necessarily from a player of his caliber. And it's with Alko, you'll either see insane godlike gameplay or stuff like that, and it's a hit or miss for him.
He also went for the fastest possible route, where you get the line of 5 coins before doing the rest of it.
That's how much faster in Pro Cycle? Like half a second, second?
I think it's 1 second, ideally.
Yeah, 1 second. That's what I thought. Don't want to spread any misinformation in case Gothic listens back. Alko's still ahead though, despite what he did.
Here we go!
I think has only
mistakes from Supersonic as far as I've seen, other than like missing the movement up to class.
He struggled a little bit with 100 coin. After the red coin, the first one, he was a little bit losing his path, I would say, but nothing major.
Yeah, Mash went a little ham.
No, I'm not. No, come on. Come on. I praised him to no end just before that. I just wanted to illustrate what you can expect from Alko, or what's holding him back of becoming an even better player or achieving better times than he has. Like for the strats Alko does, he has a low 50 as Lars pointed out, I think like a 50.09, but he should be at least having like a 49.30, if not better. The strats wise, Alko could go for 48 probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the sum of best is like a mid-low 47, which is about on par of like the top tier.
Yeah. That's I wasn't, not shitting on Alko or anything, just legit. He's a little bit unlucky, let's put it that way.
Alko at his peak is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, if Alko has a peak run, you have no chance. But yeah, so good on FasterSuperSonic for sort of keeping up. Despite having missed Skippy.
Ooh.
A little bit of a bonk going on there. Oh! Oh! Sick backup.
Backup, yeah. That was some 100 lives movement right there.
Oh yeah. Those are the things I was talking about earlier, how I feel like some of those backups, like the thing that Alko just did, are a little bit under-documented. I feel like a lot of people just don't know about stuff like this. They don't really, practice the backups or go out of their way and inform themselves about it. And you can kind of see the level of game knowledge that people have based on the backups that they tend to go for. Alko definitely has a lot of game knowledge.
Yeah, that one he did actually is really hard. 212.5s, wow.
Alko not playing any games. Yeah, he's a nut. Definitely.
Best paraslides in the tournament so far.
Yeah, double 12.5. And I don't think that will be beaten. Is Scuzzy in the tournament? Probably not.
Supersonic not lag reducing because he's on emulator and that doesn't matter.
He's rubbing it in, pretty much.
Misses the twins though.
Oh. Yeah, the twins are the first 2 red coins on the win cap stage, and lose a little bit of time if you miss them on the first go. Okay, Alko heading into Dark World. As I always say, the first really scary part of the run. This is where a lot of dreams end. Dreams can end early in this category. So let's see. Alko, interesting. Mario C down for his angle. Yes, Mr. Beast. There is a speedrunning Discord for Super Mario 64. Just check out Super Mario 64 on speedrun.com, and I think under the resources tab, you get an invitation link to our Discord. It's open for anyone to join. Feel free to join, say hello. A lot of helpful people in there. Always be willing to help you with starting running this game. So definitely give it a go. Alko, solid Shigeru cycle, no problems. Supersonic misses the coin and ledge grabbed earlier, so Shigeru cycle for him was already dead. I don't know what kind of cycle he's gonna get now.
Not dying is all that matters at this
Yeah.
point. Just gotta make it out alive.
If you mess up the movement in Dark Ball, you just want to make sure you stay alive. Okay. That's the last coin. Playing it safe. Not doing anything fancy. Let's see. Alko not opting to go for the dab, which we have seen a couple times today by Drogi, for example. Alko, I don't think, is a big fan of that meme.
Technically loses a couple frames in lag.
Oh yeah, of course Alko wouldn't do it then. Yeah, Alko about a good 30-40 seconds ahead of FasterSuperSonic at this point. Which is mainly just due to the fact that Alko does faster strats.
Here we go!
So Lars, why do they re-enter BOB now after Dark World?
Well, they have to re-enter when they had the cap, because the fastest way to do the star is what FasterSuperSonic's doing right now. Technically, there's a route where you do it without the cap, but actually doing the star that way is slower. It just saves time on not having to re-enter the stage, but you probably won't see anyone do that in a race, because it's a very risky route with no backups, essentially.
Yeah, that is true. As the famous speedrunner Siglamik has called it the idiot trick.
Here we go!
Island hop, frame perfect. Trick. So you don't really see people doing that in a race setting.
So I know Alko does CCM17 with Toxic Maze. I'm not sure which one Supersonic will do. I imagine it's just CCM18, but we'll see soon enough.
Maybe he'll surprise us.
Triple jump into the wall case of work star from Alko.
Nutty. I want to believe that was intended.
Okay, Supersonic's still not giving us any hints as to which route he's doing.
Yeah, it could be either at this point. We'll see if he if he does the slide on its own and takes a shortcut. Then we'll find out. So Alko not opting to get any safety coins. That means he can miss one coin on this slide and still be fine. Gets a jump. If he misses 2 coins though, he'll have to get an extra coin outside, which is not too bad. It's worse to miss a coin if you do what Supersonic is doing. So Supersonic is gonna do the slide now and then do CCM 18, which means he'll be racing the Penguin. And so if you miss too many coins while racing a Penguin and you spawn the star outside, obviously you'd have to redo the slide pretty much.
Here we go!
Which is a huge mistake, and that's why a lot of people do CCM 17 nowadays, because it's just a little bit of a safer route, especially for races. I think it was a great addition to 70 star.
It's a very good safe route for races. If you know TTC 100, it's a good idea to do CCM 17 in a race.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the routes not really aligned right now, so can't really update on who's ahead. I mean, it's definitely still Alko, but okay. So Alko doing some lag reduction strats with the camera. You'll see that a lot throughout this run by Alko. Not so much probably by Supersonic. As we mentioned, he plays on emulator, and there's pretty much no lag on emulator, so no need to account for that. see if he does the long jump strat. No, cool. That's also a thing that people have been adding recently into their run. You you damage the boo with a long jump on the second hit, and technically save a tiny bit of time that way.
No issues with the 100 coin star for Supersonic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think if you filled it in a race, it might be better to just swap the star out with something else, but doing that much rerouting on the fly is probably not worth the effort.
Yeah, that's true. People want to do what they're used to, really.
Ooh, I've never seen that angle that Alko did.
Yeah, it was weird. He stayed in Mario Cam. I don't know if that was intended, but good on him for getting a star anyways. So Alko adding to basement.
A lot of scary stuff in basement.
Yeah, basements is where a lot of runs die. I've seen so many runs die here. I could name one from today. Gothic Logics. Burgered his SSL. SSL is scary, especially pillowless. Let's see how Alko fares with that.
Uh-oh. Supersonic having trouble with the boo.
Oh, Alko getting medium bomb. Oh, he tried to go from... Okay. So, oh, and he dies. That gives Supersonic a little bit of an opening into this race, but Supersonic still struggling with the boo. Finally gets him. So he lost time there, but definitely gaining time on Alko. And basically how pillless works is, ideally you want to... Oh, medium bomb again. Okay, wait. Let's see if he gets it. It's a double jump. That's a jump. And makes it into the pyramid. Great job by Alko. So what you saw there and why that looked different than usual is in the fall of shame. He got medium bomb pillars. So basically before the bomb explodes, there's 3 frames where it changes its appearance. First it's small, then it's medium size, then it's big size, and then the 4th frame it explodes. And ideally you want to grab the bomb on the last frame before it explodes, so when it's at its biggest, because that will generate the most speed while holding it. And that's how you usually see pillless being done. However, you can, that's what Alko did, if you grab it a frame early, meaning you grab it at medium size, you can still do the pillless with a little bit of a different setup. So you have to do 2 extra ground pounds and then another extra double jump later when you're in the pyramid, and it makes the trick, which is already a hard trick, even more difficult. So really good on Alko for getting that on his 2nd try.
Yeah, that's like an Alko specialty, like doing medium bomb plus in a run.
Yeah,
or
I've seen that a bunch of times. Okay, Supersonic coming up. I don't know if he does pillarless or not, so...
I bet he does.
He's
maybe not though.
Not doing it first.
Doing it first, yeah.
Yeah, usually you would do it first because you want backup stars. So I assume he's gonna take the shell.
Taking the safe route.
You know what's funny? I just realized how similar taking the shell and taking the L sounds. Maybe they're related. Just throwing it out there.
So pillless saves about, I think, I want to say, what, 13 or so seconds? 13, 14 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like, what's like a pillless? Like a 14? And you can get like 28,
well,
27
like
with the shell.
Really good one though.
Yeah. Let's say like 30 seconds for the shell. And like 16, 17 for like a normal pillless. I mean, it's not so bad probably on MU and VC because you don't get the lag from the pyramid exploding. Oh, Supersonic also getting the fall of shame. Basically, if you grab the star there, you want to land on the fence. If you don't, that happens.
Alko's really good at LOL, so if you want to see good LOL gameplay,
Yeah. What you just saw Supersonic doing there is he jumped over that slope. That's one of the fastest stars in SSL. And that slope, if you mess it up, is actually kind of bad. On most slopes, you can A and B kick them up, so you don't really fall down if you fail a triple jump. However, that slope is classified as a slippery slope, so that means you're just gonna fall down if you mess up the triple jump. So good on him for not doing that.
Here we go!
So I'll go with 2-star lead here. Despite the death in SSL, looking sharp. Oh, nice, he survived. So he's gonna. Oh.
I think he's got to climb the thing now.
He's just gonna take the L. He takes the death on purpose.
I'm not sure if that was intentional, but it's actually not that slow because you start back in the volcano.
Yeah. So what he was going for originally and what he'll do again is the lava boost star. Basically, you can skip the climb up the volcano. Oh, and he fails it again. That is unfortunate. Is he gonna climb it? He's gonna climb the volcano,
Yeah.
so that's probably safer. He was gonna skip that climb, and you saw him getting it the second time by abusing that lava waterfall. However, it's a pretty precise trick as you land on this small pathway that you see just now, and he oversteered a little bit and fell down again. It's kind of a difficult trick, especially if you do it like him with the long jump. It's kind of precise. So yeah, that's a classic fail, actually, missing lava boost. And then what he was gonna do originally to back it up the first time, he was trying to get on the elevator and do the other star, but he hit the lava too soon and missed the elevator. The star here, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but these stars require taking damage, and his health was just too low to reattempt it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Supersonic getting bullied there a little bit, ledge grabs, but it's fine now. Let's hope he. Oh. Was that a dive? No, that was a double jump. Okay, taking the safe route with the triple jump dive. Alko, I assume we'll do an extra star in HMC that Supersonic will not get.
Toxic Maze, which he might actually do. It depends on whether he does TTC 100 or not.
Yeah.
We'll find out though.
But you just saw Alko getting that sort of out of bounds clip for the star, the Toxic Maze star. It saves around what 4 seconds on not doing it because you skipped like the whole elevator, right? Yeah. Early triple jump, all kick gets it though. HMC, an interesting stage, as in it's one of the few stages where you really go out of bounds. Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe HMC and TTM. Unless I'm forgetting something.
So what you saw there is abuse that box to a triple jump, go over the wall. You gotta be a little bit careful there. There's a couple death zones that you can hit that instantly, as the name implies, kill Mario. But yeah, you abuse that quite a lot here in HMC. It's gonna do it again for oh no, never mind. It's doing amazing exit. Why would he do it again? This is not 120 mesh. No metal cap. Okay. Sonic, honestly not that far behind.
So they did different strats for that star.
Yeah, technically what Sonic did is a little bit faster as far as I'm aware.
Apparently, since XCam timing's been the meta, what Alko did is actually
oh, really?
ideal.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my bad then. Okay,
So it's
Alko
safer and faster,
just
I guess.
did a strat. You saw him do a triple jump wall kick and then trigger the button without having the metal cap from out of the water with a dive there at the end. That strat's called Chris's Miracle, and it was I think found pretty much an accident in 2011. Siglamic was streaming record attempts for 120 star, and he was doing another star pretty much, and he accidentally hit that switch like that, and it was Christmas. So in the chat, the Chris's Miracle meme spawned, and it kind of just stuck from there.
Oh no.
Oh, Supersonic taking a death.
Long jump, that's the worst.
Yeah, that really hurts.
Long jump right at the edge of the platform, so it's easy to overstep it and fall down.
It's gonna go for it again though, and gets it the second time. Yeah, so what does that mean for Sonic's route?
Yeah, they're gonna be doing different routes pretty much until the end of the run. Supersonic's doing Toxic Maze instead of TTC 100, which is an optional, slightly more advanced star.
His name was actually Kurisimasu, get your facts straight. Chat. Alright, anyways, moving on to Dire Dogs. Alko with some 29 X-Cam chests. I think Alko was a pretty good swimmer, if I recall correctly.
Alko's just good all around.
Good all around.
I mean, the route choices are the start choices are the route choices, pretty much. Like, you have 120 stars to choose from, you pick which 70 you want to do, but most options are really bad. And there's only maybe like 5 different things you can pick.
Yeah.
What? TCM 100, TTC 100, DHI Red, second MIPS,
SSL Secrets. SL Reds.
Yeah, SL Secrets, yeah, SL Reds. Technically, the Mountain Star in TTM is just a little bit too long to be in 70 star, but it's a pretty short star. Also, if Lava Boost and LLL wasn't possible, it's likely that LLL 100 would be in 70 star.
Yeah.
So that's also a really short one.
That's true, I've seen you do Lethal Level and 170 races. Well, yeah,
Okay.
as Lars pointed out.
Like a full DDD 100 ahead, or sorry, DDD ahead. But he's short. Or no,
Shortest
yeah,
star.
he's shortest star.
So their routes will really only align in TTC. Well, you can still kind of tell because you know you can tell the difference between what a TTC 100 and just a form star on its own is, and then kind of get that in.
Alko doing all the try-hard lag reductions in RC. Gets a little dust on that rollout, but I think he can still make the best cycle. Probably not going for it, or is he?
Ah, he's going for it. Yeah, I was sketchy. I thought he wouldn't make it. I wouldn't have gone for it personally. Because his triple jump was also kind of sketchy.
No.
So Alko took the risk of going for a lava boost early Ellie's, and he paid the price, and will be getting a normal cycle now instead, giving Supersonic an opportunity to make up a little bit of time by grabbing that early cycle in Fire Sea.
Alko could have still made it. He just had a jank side flip and fell back down. Like, he could have made at least like a...
The early cycle, yeah. He could have still made early cycle. But he probably was taken by surprise. Like, he probably thought it was gonna work. Hey, hardest Bowser throwing a run? Gets it though. I say hardest because I think technically the hitbox of the Fire Sea bomb, it's different than the other bombs. It's a little bit smaller and thus makes it easier to miss. Supersonic though, crawling up on Alko, entering Fire Sea right now. Let's see what he can cook up here. Hoping for a good early cycle to close the gap a little bit. Alko bonking on the door. Leaving Supersonic another opening. Oh, and he bonks. Well, that's it for early cycle. So he's gonna at least not lose any time on Alko. Gonna get a normal cycle on Fire Sea. He can make that comfortably. Oh, what is this? Is a nice. Oh, okay.
Double box break, and he gets.
Yeah, nice. So
some new meta for that star.
That's new meta. He set up the camera with the Mario Cam C down to get that perfect angle. Impressive stuff by Alko.
Yeah, that's what we mean by Alko. He's always on top of the speed meta, even if he doesn't have a top time. He's a top tier player.
Yeah, definitely is. Can't be overstated, I mean.
Oh wow, Supersonic was real low health at the end, but he's fine.
Taking the hard. Taking no risks whatsoever. He wants to stay in this race. He wants to hype the crowd. Make them cheer on the underdog. Alko skipping that coin because he didn't need it.
If I remember correctly, I think Alko has the stage RTA record for this. So like if you do all of what Draw rolled in one go and time it, Alko has the best recorded one.
Yeah, that sounds right. It just shows further how good of a player Alko really is.
I could be wrong about that. I think he had it at one point at least. If not currently.
Oh! Fancy ramp out. He saw he wouldn't make it, or I think he he didn't really bonk, but he hit the wall. That looked really weird.
I think he was trying to save the bonk or maybe clip up onto the thing.
Oh, that would have been so smart. That would have worked. Sad it didn't.
He misses a triple jump triple jump wall kick strat, but doesn't fall all the way down.
Yeah. I'm sure you go for it again, right?
We'll see. That was the more worthwhile one. This one saves less, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, still going for it though. For the fans, gets it. Nice.
I could be wrong. I forget which one saves more.
No, it's that one because the water level. Alaris. You know what I mean?
No, but
because the water level is raised for that one. You jump off the spider, it's quicker to get on the ramp than for the elevator star, where the water level has to be down, obviously, so you can ride the elevator all the way down, and it takes longer to get on the ramp.
Well, I just mean like the triple jump wall kick strat. I'm not sure for which one it saves more over not doing it.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm stupid. That's irrelevant. I think you got it right though. I'm sure I've heard that before. Alko entering THI. This is a star secret that I know Alko has grinded a lot in the past days. Mario Cam's there for lag reduction purposes, and well, pretty much gets a perfect THI sequence that was beautiful to look at. insane display of skill by Alkobakknarko. That might have been an 18. Someone retime that. Supersonic though not giving up. Keeping it going, keeping it steady. No big mistakes so far in what dry world for him.
So he's gonna go for the clip strat, I think.
Oh, I hope so. This is cool.
Oh.
Ah.
I wonder if he's still gonna go for it.
Yep. Okay, it's I don't know if that saved time.
I don't think he didn't save any time with
Yeah.
that. That was still cool. It's cool to see that.
Basically, you can clip the mountain there, as you saw, and that was primarily only used in 120 star. For the Wiggler clip. However, in a single star scenario, people use that clip to clip up like that. For that star, usually you would go around on a wooden plank. You'll probably see Supersonic do that. And if you get a good clip and you land in the right spot, it saves a little bit of time over the normal strat. And more people have been implementing that into their real-time attack runs of 70 star.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty much meta at this point.
Yeah. Helium, Sonic's PB is, what did you say, 53?
53, 45.
45, yeah.
Okay, Alko's down with THI. Far side of the toad to reduce lag.
Yeah.
Heading to the third easiest stage.
The third easiest stage should be no problem for Alko whatsoever. So, Sonic done with dry world, heading into THI. Alko definitely ahead, but keep in mind that he does have 1 star less than Sonic right now due to route changes.
So yeah, this is the other major use of out of bounds that I can remember.
Yeah.
In 70 stars, this clip right here, where you go into the water, which warps you up to the top really quickly.
Oh, that was sketchy. Almost got hit by the flames. Nutty back up though by Alko, still getting that log wall kick. Actually, it looks easier than it really is. You gotta long jump straight off the edge and have a decent angle to make that jump.
They both do kicks to time that first piranha kill, so you have to time that kick if you want to go fast, and everyone has their own way of doing it, but I noticed both of them do a couple kicks before they kill the first piranha plant.
You know, when I started out, I did the kicks, but I had no idea why people did it.
I do just, two loops.
I just saw people kicking there or doing something. I'm like, okay, I'll just like do the same. But I didn't really know it had a purpose. Alko, oh, you see Alko doing some cool movement there. Pretty much the single star movement for TTM Reds. TTM Reds, a exclusive star to the 70 star category in terms of main categories.
Oh,
nice.
Side flip rollout too.
Those were some pretty clean red coins there by Alkobakknarko, showing off yet another time the true skill he has within himself.
I wonder if you can hear us talking about him or if he has us muted.
I hope he has us muted. I wouldn't want to be praising him so hard.
Supersonic does far side toad as well.
Which,
actually, I don't know.
That's not really fast. I think that would have caused lag. It doesn't matter though, since he's on emulator. You want to talk sort of like behind the toad, so the camera keeps looking at the direction left of the toad. His camera sort of panned, so I think that would have caused lag.
This stage is another Alko specialty. SL.
Oh yeah, SL. He's grinded that to no end. Oh, Supersonic diving off the platform. He's gonna back that up. It's quicker to just go and do the TTM Reds if you haven't done it, and then to try and clip back up the mountain. So, Sonic backing it up with pretty decent reds though. No, oh,
Yeah,
he
that was
barely,
fun.
barely clips that coin there.
Here we go!
Pretty much
What
as long as you're always moving, you're having a good TTM reds. If you like run into a wall or something, then it's...
I will, yeah. With TTM Reds is probably one of the laggiest stars. That is not the sub star in DDD in 70 star. That star, if you have an N64 and you go to that area with the red coins and TTM, you're in for a ride. So what happens there a lot is inputs get eaten by the lag. You get stuck because you have very little on these little platforms. You have very little space to maneuver Mario, so it's easy to mess up a side flip, get stuck on the wall, stuff like that. And then those mistakes, they don't look like much, but they're usually pretty time consuming, especially if you compare them to like a clean TTM Reds.
Okay, showing off the good movement to the far side of SL, the slide speed kick. So if they were doing the most recent route, they would be skipping SL Reds,
Here we go!
which I think we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, correct. They would be skipping that star. They would go back to basement, grab the 50 star MIPS, do HMC late, and then go back to Tippy. Turns out that is 1 second faster over doing this route if you do it perfectly. However, it requires you to change your route.
So let's see, Alko can get a 50 still? I don't think he can PB unless he has a really good run, but
yeah, PB seems unlikely at this point. A player of the caliber of Alko can probably get an 8:30 Tippy, maybe an 8 minute Tippy. However, that's pretty difficult for a race, obviously. So if he gets a 50, if he gets a 51, that will be a really good race time. Okay, what's he doing now, Lars?
like 2 bounce. It actually saves less than it looks like, but it's a really cool trick where you use the lag 2 to bounce up onto that slope and reach this part of the level quicker.
Here we go!
Doing the good ending too. I always love seeing the wall kick ending for Luck to bounce stars.
Oh, went
Unfortunate.
for the fastest tricky triangles beginning. Unfortunately, with all these tippy stages, if you make a mistake, you often die, which is why it's so scary, nerve-wracking at the end of a run.
Yeah, I'm sure people would love to do these stages at the beginning of a run instead, to get them out of the way. They're really unforgiving. Especially, I want to say TTC more so than Rainbow Riot. Because Rainbow Riot, you have a lot of open space, you have a lot of backups that you can go off. But TTC, everything is so tight-knit, I want to say, you know. If you make a mistake there, I think it might be even more punishing than Rainbow Riot. Supersonic about 2 more stars to go in SL until he joins Alko and Tippy.
This is the last star for Alko. If you catch that swinging platform at just the right cycle, you can do that side flip. It's not hard, but it's more precise than it might look on the surface.
Yeah, because the part of the pendulum pretty much that you do the side flip off, obviously it's not perfectly round. So the way it operates is some parts of that are slope, and you can't side flip when you're on a slope. So you gotta, or you know, it turns and then it turns into a slope. So you want to make it in time where the platform is still sort of straight, and then you can manage to get a side flip off of that, and that's why it requires a good beginning to the start to make it there in time. Okay, here's the first, or the last major route difference, I should say. Alko doing the TTC 100 star, which is faster than the route that Supersonic has opted to, however, obviously a little bit more difficult. That's the star a lot of people struggle with. Very movement intense.
Yeah, the route itself is about 7 seconds faster, but it's hard to save those 7 seconds when you're just starting out. It's easy to lose those 7 seconds in particular, so if you're not good at TTC 100, it's generally not worth to do it in runs. It's worth practicing though, as it's one of the more movement-heavy stars.
Definitely. On that note, if you want to start out running Super Mario 64, if you're already a runner and you're struggling to improve movement, is probably your best tool at improvement. The better your movement will be, even if you do beginner or intermediate strats, the better your movement will be, the better your times will get. It's often overlooked. People stress it all the time, but I just think it can't be stressed enough. That movement really is the most important factor in this game. If you have good movement, it'll be easier, first of all, to learn new and harder strats. And just in general, it will clean up your run and you'll gain so much time. There's some good example runs of people who are very good players doing beginner strats pretty much, but with good movement and getting really good times on YouTube that you wouldn't expect to get with the beginner strats. I can think of, I think Bluebop did like a 16 star. He got a 17 with beginner strats pretty much, or like an 18. I remember that video. And there's actually that noisy video where he got a 52 and 70 star with pretty much beginner strats. I recommend checking those out. It just stresses how important really movement for this game is. I just can't repeat it enough.
So it's actually the 3 stars Alko just did. It's faster to do those stars with time moving and to do that triple jump wall kick movement off of the spinning platforms. He got all 3. I wouldn't say it's particularly hard. It's mostly muscle memory to do it after you've practiced it a lot, but if you fail it, it's hard to back it up cleanly. But he got all 3.
Wasn't paying attention. Did Alko do tilt before TTC, or?
I think he does it before, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there's 2 options for the last tilt. You can do it before or after. I think they timed after to be faster, right? That's why people started doing it?
If you do specific movement, it's faster. It's pretty much a wash. It's just preference.
Yeah. I think that's also kind of cool with a game like this, with Mario. There's a lot of things you can do with the route that's personal preference, like that, where you don't really lose much time by adapting your own route, but you can make it suit your needs, or suit if you know at what movements you're good at and which you aren't.
Pretty quick backup from Alko.
Yeah. As you said yourself, I really like that you said earlier that Super Mario 64 is a really expressive game. I think that's a really nice way to put it. You can express yourself through Mario.
Yeah, frustration's really easy to tell through movement.
Yeah, frustration, nerves.
Okay, so Alko can... I didn't see what time he got, but maybe he could still get a 50.
A 50, yeah.
50.
Yeah, you can get a 50. You can make it to the pipe in around 50 seconds if you're really good. Wait, maybe less than 50 seconds. I might be getting my numbers wrong, but You can definitely get a 49. You wanna a 50, excuse me. You wanna say if you get perfect throws around 40 seconds, a little bit more. So you wanna enter the pipe by around the 15-second mark off the minute. So if you enter just before that, or even if, I think you can enter at 19 or 18 and still make it with really good throws.
Pretty good bits. He missed his cycle at the end, but Alko was styling a little bit.
Yeah, just showing off his movement, his skill again.
Okay, 50 still on the table.
That would be pretty cool if he got a 50 in a race. Thinking back, he died in Lethal Lava Land, and you know, he did a lot of those weird mistakes. He missed the first throw. This could have easily been a PB for Alko. But, I mean, saying that after the fact, obviously, is always easier than actually doing it. Got the first throw. It's the oh, okay. It's the second throw. Onto the third. And, misses the 50. Unfortunate. Let's hope he doesn't pull a Pete here and die. No, he's fine. Good game. GG. Alkobakknarko taking the race home. It was a difficult task for Supersonic to win the race. I don't think it was decided before the race. Like, I've seen Alko do a lot worse in this. But, definitely can't blame Supersonic here. Alko having a almost 4-minute better PB. So I think, but obviously Sonic's still putting up a good show here for everyone. But congrats to Alko on advancing. Unfortunate little TTC left there. Congrats to Alkobakknarko on winning the race, advancing through the bracket.
He'll be facing Shy Guy in the 3rd round.
Oh, that will be such a cool race. I hope we get to commentate that. That would be amazing. Shy Guy versus Alko. 2 low-key legends facing off. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Alko will not come in for an interview. I'm gonna offer it here to go through the formal process. But I know Alko pretty well and he'll probably decline. I don't even know if he's around in chat or anything. So, yeah, that's that. Let's see how, Sonic finishes off his run, though.
So yeah, he got towed before TTC as well, so he's just got 2 more stars in TTC, and then...
Yeah, and then adding 2 bits.
Ooh, I don't think he meant to enter time moving.
No, that was a little bit early.
That's why hitting that triple jump wall kick that Alko is doing is so crucial, because otherwise you have to navigate the level with the time moving. Which is pretty easy to die.
There's Alko in the chat. I'm sure if you have like a question for him, he'll answer it in the chat. He entered early, I think, again. Yeah. A little bit impatient. Oh. Doing these stars with moving. Actually, this triple jump is impossible when... Okay, yeah, he wasn't going for it. I was gonna say, yeah, that triple jump that you see people do is actually not doable with the moving, when TTC is moving. Okay. FasterSuperSonic. Down with TTC, heading into the final stage. He could still get a 55, so let's hope he makes that a reality. 55, honestly, wouldn't be so bad for this player. He has a 53, 40, so that would be only around 2 minutes off his PB. Oh! With it some on 49 pace angle. Unfortunate. Fortunate death. Now 55 is gonna be difficult to achieve. Okay, he gets it though. Second try.
He's gonna go for the kicks.
Yeah, I would assume so. No need to risk it all at this point. Just ride her home, carry out the run.
I don't actually know how much time saved the triple jump wall kick is.
I want to say... Oh, that was close. Almost got bumped by the Goomba. I want to say it's 2... No, it might be 3 seconds. It's like in that 2 to 4 second range. I don't want to say it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's around the time save for the triple jump wall kick with ledge grab. I'm not sure how much faster right side moving would be, or left side moving for that matter. Okay, gets the first throw. Gets the second throw, solid throws. And hits the third throw. GG to FasterSuperSonic. Finishing the run with the 56. Still a respectable tournament race. So we're gonna ask him, obviously, if he wants to do an interview. I don't know him all that well, so I'm gonna...
Man, a mystery.
Yeah, he is a mystery. Is he in his Discord? Yeah, he is. Okay. Let's see if he wants to do an interview. And if not, I don't think we are quite done for 70 races today, are we?
Are we? I don't know. Let me check the schedule real quick.
I don't think we are. I think there's another one coming up, right? No, maybe there isn't. I'm thinking of Viper versus Camillo. Isn't that tonight?
That's tomorrow, actually.
Oh, that's tomorrow. So that was the last match of the night, I guess, then?
Yeah, so it looks like unless there's a last minute race, that was the last one for tonight. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, there's the rematch of Camillo versus Super Viper. Not sure which channel it's going to be on.
Yeah, I don't think that's been decided yet. I think actually Supersonic does want to hop on for an interview. Can he join this channel? Hey, Sonic. GG to that race.
Yeah, GG.
How do you feel about your run?
Well, I wasn't really feeling that run.
Not happy with your performance? I think you did okay. Honestly, I would have done way worse than you personally.
Yeah, it didn't really help that I didn't get my hands warmed up properly. So I was playing with cold hands for half the run.
Oh yeah.
Play on keyboard?
No.
Okay. What controller setup do you use?
I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller.
Okay.
I think that's what a lot of emulator guys do, and ROM hack players. I think Simple Flip does that too. So you usually play ROM hacks, right?
Yeah.
You don't main SM64, yeah. We were talking about that earlier. Is there anything, anyone you want to shout out? Give your experience on the tournament, anything like that you want to say?
I don't know.
That's fine. You don't have to. Don't worry.
But you should join the meme race that we're about to do right after this.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be the weekly meme race of the SM64 community. In a bit, we're doing the MST category, which is all Bowserette coins, all 100 coins, and all mini bosses. So if you're interested in that,
if anyone plays Mario in the audience, feel free to join that. You don't have to know the category; it's just for fun. Only a few people are tryharding it,
including you.
Yeah, I won't always try hard at that. That's just a personal favorite of mine.
Personal favorite. Okay, that all being said, I think we can wrap it up unless the folks over at Speed Gaming have anything else to add. But I guess we're wrapping the 70 tourney up for today. As Lars said, check back for tomorrow's race. I hope you all had a nice day watching the 70 star tournament. I sure have. There were some great races today. And yeah, make sure you follow all the Speed Gaming channels. Speed Gaming 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the Saturday night. Enjoy the meme race.